Hi, my name is Robin Allenson. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Similar.ai. So today I'd like to talk a little bit about how you can add more columns to the kind of spreadsheet down at the bottom of many of our views. So this is called a data table, but it works in a similar way to a spreadsheet, but there are lots of other cool features that we have that make it a lot easier to use, especially for pages and especially for keywords. However, in a spreadsheet, one of the most common things you'll do is add a formula. So a formula might take, for instance, we might work out what the click-through rate is between the just dividing the total traffic by total impressions. We might have some other way that we'd like to edit the position. So we can do that in a spreadsheet by adding a cell and putting a formula in the cell and then maybe dragging it down. In our data tables, we can do that by adding what we call a numeric variable. So we can just click here and we start to see a preview already come up of what the answers are going to be. So in a spreadsheet, you have to use a special cell name like A1 or C5. Instead of that, we just refer to the column titles. So these are the field titles shown here. So for instance, if we wanted to work out something like click-through rate and just divide the total traffic by the total impressions, we can just do that. We hit the hash key or the pound key, depending on where in the world you are, and we can see the fields that we can choose from here. I can start typing and it will search through these. So I can just start typing traffic and it'll come up with that. I can say traffic divided by the total impressions. Yeah, so I need to move my cursor, my selection away from the expression here, but it will come up with the preview directly below. To take a different example, I just delete this and I wanted to say what the inverse of the position is. Do this, and again I move the cursor off and it will come up with that here. If I'm happy with how this looks, I can apply this. When I click apply, the tool is going to ask me for the name of the column, like this. I see this green notification that's been applied. Now it's off updating all of the pages. That can take a little bit of time. So as I've mentioned before, you might have millions of pages or millions of keywords or millions of topics. So that could take a little bit of time. But once that's done, you'll have a new column name called, well, in this case, inverted position. And you'll be able to add that with the columns here. You'll also be able to edit that in the rules and use that to filter the pages or the keywords or the topics that you see. Okay, so this is just a quick introduction into how you can add what we call numeric variables, which is similar to adding a formula in a spreadsheet, and use that to update the data that you have about your pages or your keywords or your topics. That's it. If you have any questions, please let me know.